Phone's on. All right, we're going to call to order this meeting of zoning appeals. Can I get a motion for the approval of the previous meeting minutes?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Neither. You guys have been seeing the proof of publication. Can I get a motion to make that a matter of public record?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Granted. Affidavits for applicant's petition is made a matter of record. Can I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You have to vote as well on this.
Oh, aye.
There we go.
Thank you, Ann. Okay. Before the board today, John Wilson is requesting a special request to have a total height of a new pole barn at 26 feet tall at 41 Homestead, Decatur, Indiana 46733. Refer to City Code 150.097. Maximum height of buildings, accessory building is 18 feet. The applicant can come forward and being represented by Amy Wilson. Have a seat up there. Give us your name and address and what you want to do.
Amy Wilson, address, where I live, or that address?
Both.
Okay, 3580 North US Highway 33, Decatur, and the address for the building would be 41 Homestead, Decatur. And we want to build a pole barn, a building for storage, RV storage. We'll eventually live there. We'll go there, that's where we're at.
Okay. Has the board got any questions for him? For her?
I know that you were originally on the agenda for April 1st, and there were concerns about location of underground lines, and those have been adequately addressed and resolved.
Miller was there collecting the rest of the data. I just want to make sure they knew where the easements were, because I have the last order, which he already had. He had a print of that property before, so if I would know that, I could just download the phone. But I had a meeting with him Monday,
Okay.
and yeah, we're going to be moving in line, and we're asking for an easement. So I'd like to get that signed. Sure, I mean, how long did it take to get over at Rolston's?
I think that was where I was going with this.
Yeah.
If the city is going to maintain an underground, is it a water line or a sewer line? Sanitary line.
That's what the sanitary line.
Okay.
There's also a storm sewer.
That's on, yeah, it's on the outer edge.
They both go through my backyard before they go into theirs.
There's going to be any, that's part of it.
They won't be in your yard. Well, I'm not concerned about it being in my yard. I don't care about the pole barn being there. What I'm concerned about is the drainage of my sewer. Since I lived there, they tore it up 3 times. And
Sir,
every time they put that
well,
it's sunk is what.
Sure.
So really, I've got a low spot there.
There's a point in the meeting. Where we get your part of it, and we're not there yet. But
Yeah.
we'll get to you.
Okay.
so one of the considerations for Board of Zoning Appeals is to make sure that there's adequate access for the city to make sure that we can get to lines to either repair, replace, do whatever is necessary for those to remain in operation. So any kind of approval would need to be subject to a utility easement for that purpose. Is that something that you guys are willing to do, Amy?
Yeah.
Okay, thank
The
you.
problem is, that's what the city, we don't have many easements all around the Homestead area, and everything's in the back, and it's a mess. I mean, how long ago was it built? But it's nice to claim easements have a blown. I want them to be able to use their property, that's why we're going to swing that pipe over. I would like an easement, so we don't run into the problem we are in the rest of that house condition.
Okay,
It's a mess.
okay.
So does the board have any other questions for Amy? All right. Now we'll come to the part, the board will hear comments from people in opposition. Are you in
I'm not opposed to
Okay.
that. I'm just concerned about the sewage line and the sanitary line that runs through there.
Sanitary is gonna be moved completely to where the pond is, where they built, there's a brand new
Yeah.
structure and a new line there. We're gonna set a structure right off the road, right off the road, and then we're gonna swing it over to
Well,
that.
there's 3 drains right there at the street. There's one on each side of the street and one right in the middle that go into the storm sewer.
That one in the middle.
But the
really.
sanitary sewer and the storm sewer both run together right real close where that manhole's at in my backyard. You familiar with that?
Where are you at?
I'm Homestead 40, which is 327 Bowman's my address.
Okay.
But I'm actually Homestead 40. And that, where that airport, Gage Airport stuff's at, all that stuff runs down Gage Avenue and it goes
I know.
through that backyard, well, it goes through my
Gets
backyard.
double and stuff and all them catch basins back behind all.
Yeah, there's like
It's
6
a
or
mess.
7 of them there.
Yeah, we can't help but keep it clean. I mean, it's that whole field runs along right there.
Well,
Sir, what is your
I'm
name?
concerned about is every time that they
Sir.
sewers, 3 times since I've been there,
Excuse me, sir.
Can we get your name for the record, please?
Jim McGill.
Here we go.
Thank you. Is this a conversation that we can have after the finishing whether or not their zoning appeals?
I'm just curious to what's going on here, because, like I say, I'm concerned about the sewer lines and how much my backyard is sunk from every time they tore up back here. What they do, they'll take the good dirt out, and they could put that sandy stuff in. Well, it's all settled. And I'm actually a low spot there now, and I'm concerned about that too. I've actually had water there since they put that mosquito pit, whatever it is, that one thing. I've actually had water sitting in my backyard several times since then.
Okay, but does that have anything to do
No, I
with
don't have
whether...
anything-
Okay, then we'll get on with this so Amy can go.
That's-
Yeah, we're gonna,
Everything's fine, I don't care about that.
We can talk.
Yeah, okay.
after the meeting, if that's okay. I'm not trying to dismiss any concerns that you have, just for the purpose of today to determine whether or not the Board of Zoning Appeals should grant a variance to our normal height standards for building structures. That's what this,
Yeah, I was just concerned about the sewer line.
okay.
Sure, I get it. Okay, is anybody else in opposition? No? Is anybody here in favor? Well, Amy is, okay. Does the board have any final questions for the applicant?
No.
No? All right. We'll go ahead with the reading of facts. This special exemption requires for uses of such an unusual nature that the operation may give rise to unique problems with respect to the impact upon neighboring property and public facilities. The board may authorize a special exemption for certain uses as defined in this chapter, providing the applicant has provided information that the proposed special exemption will be in compliance with all applicable conditions and requirements. Number 1, the establishment, maintenance, or operation of the special exemption will not be detrimental or to endanger the public health, safety, morals, or general welfare.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. Number 2, the special exemption will not be injurious to the use and enjoyment of other property in the immediate vicinity for the purposes already permitted, nor substantially diminish and impair property value within the neighborhood.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 3 yes. The establishment of the special exemption will not impede the normal and orderly development and improvement of surrounding property for uses permitted in the district.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. Adequate utilities, access road, drainage, and other necessary facilities have been or are being provided.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Adequate measures have been or will be taken to provide ingress and egress so designed to minimize traffic congestion in the public streets.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. Special exemption will be located in a district where such use is permitted and where all other requirements set forth in 150.263 applicable to the special exemption will be met.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. Is therefore the decision that the petition for the special exemption is granted or denied?
Granted.
Granted.
Granted. Restrictions,
The restrictions would be that construction is not to begin until the utility easement is executed and recorded, as soon as we have
I
the
just got
survey.
text, it will be this week.
So when we have the survey, that is the legal description for the actual easement that'll run through the property. That can get built into a utility easement. I'll get that to Josh, and we'll work out getting that signed, executed back. But, I mean, turnaround should happen pretty quickly on that. Okay.
so you're good to go, Amy. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. John said he will be in, and he gets up in the board.
I don't need you.
You don't need me.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And they will get with you to make sure that everything is clear as mud. Okay,
I'm gonna
yeah,
put restriction.
figured you'd rather. Do we have any old business? None. Any new business?
The only new business is the ordinal meeting coming up Thursday. Like I said, if you
It's this Thursday?
This Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Ooh,
Well, like I said, after the meeting is over, they're going to send everybody who's been invited a video,
oh,
a tutorial type deal. Also, you can get with me or Lisa or Brad, and we can help out any way we can.
sounds great.
So,
All right, can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? None? This meeting is adjourned.